Love in the Shadows. Raka. Karen. Layla.
Sometimes, love comes at unexpected times for people we never intended to love. This is the story I'm about to tell. A tale of forbidden love hidden in the shadows of their lives. His name was Raka, a 35-year-old man, married to Layla, a gentle, kind, and faithful woman. From the outside, their marriage seemed perfect. But deep down, Raka felt empty. And that emptiness led him to someone he never expected. It all began when Raka met Karen. They met at a corporate event, where Karen worked as an external consultant. She was 29, intelligent, independent, and had a charm that drew people in. At first, it was just a casual interaction, work-related conversations. But there was something different when their eyes met. Karen knew little about Raka's personal life, and Raka didn't try to tell her. They started spending time together after business meetings, sometimes discussing work, sometimes more personal matters. Raka found himself drawn to Karen, but he knew he was committed. Yet, Karen became his escape from a life that no longer brought him joy. Raka tried to resist, but the more time they spent together, the harder it became to deny his feelings. Until one night, at a small restaurant, Raka confessed his feelings while gazing into Karen's eyes.
I don't know what's happening to me, Karen, but I can't stop thinking about you.
Raka, you have a family. This isn't right.
But even though they both knew it was wrong, Karen couldn't deny her feelings. She felt the same way. And so began their forbidden relationship. Every meeting was cloaked in secrecy. Every message and phone call hidden from the eyes of others, especially Layla. As their affair continued, they became more entangled in lies. Raka started spending more time away from home, always using work as an excuse. Layla, ever the trusting wife, never suspected a thing. Meanwhile, Karen began to feel the weight of the affair, the burden of loving someone who wasn't hers to love. One day, Karen finally asked,
What are we really doing, Raka? How long can we keep this up?
I don't know, Karen. I want to be with you, but I can't leave my family.
The dilemma weighed heavier each day. Karen, who had initially felt happiness, now felt trapped in guilt. And Raka, at home, felt an increasing distance from Layla. His wife, once so close, now felt miles away. His heart was torn between responsibility and a love he should never have felt. One night, while Raka was with Karen at a hotel, his phone rang. It was Layla. Panicked, Raka answered, "Raka, where are you? There's something you need to know." Layla's voice sounded strange, filled with deep sadness. Raka's heart raced, sensing something was terribly wrong.
I'm out working. What's going on, Layla?
I know, Raka. I know about you and Karen.
Those words left Raka frozen. The world seemed to stop. He never thought Layla would find out. He stood there, speechless.
I've known for a while, but I hoped you'd tell me yourself.
After the call ended, Raka was left in silence, his face pale. Karen, sitting beside him, understood what had happened just by looking at his expression.
This is the end, isn't it?
Raka nodded quietly. Their forbidden love had reached its breaking point. After that night, Raka returned home to face Layla. They sat together, talking heart to heart. Layla, despite her pain, wanted to try to forgive Raka for the sake of their family. But something had changed. The love that once existed between them was no longer the same. Meanwhile, Karen decided to walk away from Raka's life, though it broke her heart. This forbidden love brought pain to everyone involved. In the end, there were no winners. The love they felt, though strong, could never survive on lies. It was a love that existed only in the shadows, just as they had hidden in the darkness. And so, this story comes to an end. What seems beautiful often ends in bitterness, because in the end, true love can only grow in the light of honesty and openness, not in the shadows of deceit. Forbidden love never brings true happiness. What seems beautiful often ends in bitterness, because in the end, true love can only grow in the light of honesty and openness, not in the shadows of deceit.